this is FishFood89, and in this video, we are going to have a look at how to get the Godot engine set up so that we can get it visible in our applications in Ubuntu and Debian. Just a warning here, previously I have been using Ubuntu as my operating system, but I just recently switched over to Debian 12, but Ubuntu and Debian share pretty much a huge amount of software and features, as Ubuntu is based on Debian. So this trick will work for both. As far as I know, I've used it in Ubuntu and it also works in Debian. So this is how you get this application to be visible in your application menu. So if I press the Super key or the Windows key or the Apple key, if you're using an Apple computer or keyboard, but anyways, the kind of Windows key from the keyboard, also known as Super, here in Debian Ubuntu world, you can get this kind of start view open. You can search here, you see your dash, and then here you have the applications menu. So if I click here, currently I do not have Godot anywhere here, nor have I installed it in this fresh operating system install. It's just the basic things, and if you haven't really added much yet. So yeah, how do we get it here so that you don't always have to go to the files and open from there? Even though that works really well, let's show this, because it would be nice to just, quickly hit the keyboard, spell Godot, but yeah, now it's only showing my file, and then here it's showing just where you can download it from the software, but it's not installed. So how do we get it here visible? For example, how I can get Firefox like this. So how do I get that application to show up? So let's have a look at that. First, I'm just going to download Godot, start off from that. So I'll head over to godotengine.org, download the latest version, download for Linux. Yes, not this time, sorry. And here we go, it's over here. And now let's put Godot to software. I like to keep them here. Extract this. Now I can get rid of the zip. And here we already have the Godot application. Now if I double click this, it'll open it. Nice, cool. But it still isn't visible here. Yep. Or if I went down here to show the list of the applications, it's not here. So how do I get it to be shown there? That's what we're going to look at next. So I'm going to open up my terminal. So in Ubuntu, it's by default Control-Alt-T. You might have to type in terminal here if you're using Debian like I am, or then unless you've made a keyboard shortcut like I have for Terminator, which I like to use as my terminal emulator. So yeah, let's go here and get into it. So the way this is done is by creating a .desktop file, and it needs to be in the appropriate place. It's good practice to have these things, per user, because different users might have different applications, and this Godot is currently in my users home downloads folder. So, and I only have one user in this machine, so this is what's going to work for most of you. So let's show what it is. So ls-l here will show us a list of the files, but we want to see also the hidden ones. So ls-la. And here we have a .local directory. So that's where we want to go to. So cd.local, change directory cd. And then if we do another ls here, there's share. So that's where we go. Let's go over to share, another ls to see what's here. Then there's an applications folder. That's where we're going to go. So if I, for example, now did show the current working directory, so it's going to be your home / your username / home / your username / .local share applications. This is the same path in Ubuntu as it is here in Debian. So this should work for you guys. And what we're going to do here, I'm going to just list here. So I have here already a couple things. So there's some applications I've installed using the app image launcher, and it's created desktops here for me, automatically integrated it. And then I've created this Xair edit myself, so I can get control to my sound console. So let's actually make a copy of that and then see what's what and how things should be configured to the bare minimum. Yep. So let's do that. So I'm going to go now. You guys will actually have to probably just create a new one. So you guys would do touch godot.desktop. Desktop, yep. And that will just create an empty file. So if I now go ls, now there's a godot.desktop. But I actually just want to copy this stuff in this desktop file and rename it that. So I'm just going to go cp for copy, xair, press tab, and then copy it here. And now I've copied it, but you guys will have it empty. I'll have it open. So I think by default, what you get is Nano as a text editor here in the terminal. And I'm showing the terminal because this is what I like to use. I personally use Vim as a terminal text editor, but as this is going to be a installation instruction, I'm going to use the one that's distributed by default in both Debian and Ubuntu. And I believe that is Nano. So Nano is a text editor, just like Notepad in my Windows and some other just basic, I guess it's, yeah, text editor here. And you can actually open it with text editor, but because it's a hidden file, you're going to have to do a little tricks here to get the hidden files open. It's not a hard thing to get them out, but let's stick to this terminal thing. So now I'm going to go nano godot.desktop, and it'll open the file. This is the contents of the file. And here, this desktop entry will want to here on the top. So I believe that's needed so that you'll declare that this is a desktop entry. Maybe needed, maybe not, but no harm in having it. But name. This name is the one that's going to appear for you in the application search. So of course this is going to be for us, as it's going to be created for Godot. I'm going to go put Godot Game Engine. I think that was the official name. Godot Engine. Okay, let's just put Godot Engine. Generic name is a game engine. All right, this is not a terminal thing. We don't want to give it multiple arguments when it's started. It's an application. And exec here, this is the key thing. Icon actually is the icon that you see there in the application menu. And currently this is actually pointing with me to another place. And I am going to change that. I'm first going to comment it out there by putting a hashtag. You make a comment in Python and also in Bash. So there is and as Bash is being used here in the background, it's going to take that as a comment and not read stuff after the hashtag on this line. So it's as if we're hiding it from the computer. But exec, so that's like the executable. So here I actually have it. So far so good. It's here in my software directory. And then here we need to put the exact full path. So you can't just put the tilde character, which is what you have to actually put the whole /home/ your username, and then wherever you place the Godot application. And for me, it's here. And don't know what that percentage U is. I think we can remove that. Let's go with the minimum. Version 4.3. Someone more versed in this than me can probably say it in the comments on what that .u was before. I can't remember what it is now, but I don't think it was strictly necessary. But what is necessary is to have this exec equal to and then the full path to this. So if I go here and properties, here's the parent folder, and then this is the name of the file. So here's the parent folder, it's here, and the name of the file is here. It has to be typed out exactly, otherwise it won't work. And then to exit here, we press this little hat here. This is a control character, so it's to denote that control and X. So on the keyboard, control X. Save modified buffer. Buffer is whatever's here in the memory that you changed, and we press Y for yes. And we want to save it to godot.desktop. Yes. So we just press enter now, because file name to write is the one that we were modifying, and just enter now. And now it's changed the contents. We can verify that by going again, nano godot.desktop, and it's actually, yeah, now it remains what we did. Control X to exit. But now we should actually have, after a few seconds while it loads things in the background, we should get Godot here. And we do. Now it says Godot Engine. And it's got this generic icon here because we didn't give a specific icon. I commented it out there. But you can now actually type Godot, press enter, and it opens it up. And you don't need to go to the files of your file explorer, to the files of your computer and open it from there. You can just press the super key, type in Godot, and off you go. Or you can go here, show applications, and it should show up here as well, I think. That might need me to log out or something. Let's see, do I spot it here? No, I don't spot it here yet, but at least I can get it by searching for it by name. As I said, I'm not really super well versed in this. I just get things working good enough for myself, and then I'm happy. So I haven't really got into the full depth of it. But if I type here to the search Godot, it does find it and open it. But it would be nice to get this Godot icon here. So let's do a little bonus thing. Let's get the icon. So I'll leave this open, and I'm gonna go back here to godotengine.org. And here they have, I think, assets. Nope. Let's see, where was it? I think they had like something for the media, so you can download Prescott here. Resources Prescott. So you can download the logo from here. And I think what I want is, yeah, just the icon here. So let's take the PNG or SVG, doesn't matter which one. Guess I'll take SVG. All right, and now it's opened it. Right click. How can I download that? Nope. PNG. All right, that's Firefox doesn't want to give me the save option for the image by right clicking it. But here we actually have this PNG. So let's save image as, and I'll put it here. And let's go. Oops. Let's just put Godot icon. Save that there. And now I should have the Godot icon in my file system. Download software, Godot icon. And this checkerboard here means that it's transparent, so we don't get the white borders that Firefox put for me there. But good. I should now be able to get the icon to show here. So let's do that. Now we again open Nano, the text editor, and open the godot.desktop file. And here in icon, now I'll take that hashtag away so it's no longer a comment. And here I'm just going to take away the rest. The path there is correct, and I'll just put Godot icon.png. So now we're pointing to this file here. Control X. Y. Yes, enter. Keep that name. Cool. And it hasn't yet updated it, so in the background it's doing work. Oh, I think it just flashed there. And now, Godot Engine. Would you look at that? That is sweet. So yeah, that's how you do it. So you go to your home user's home directory, so home slash your username, and then .local is the directory you want to go to, and then there's share, and then there's applications, and in there you create a something .desktop. Of course, it makes sense to name it sensibly. Like if it's Godot's desktop file, then create godot.desktop, and the contents of it should look like this. And of course, here in exec, so that's to the actual downloaded Godot engine, and it has to be, of course, your system's file path to it, and the icon as well. Save it somewhere and point to it with that. And the rest of this could be just as it's here. And I just pressed Control X to get out of there, and now I'll press Control D to close this. But yeah, now we have Godot. Now, actually, out of curiosity, I'll just check if it shows up here. No, it doesn't. Yeah, might do it after I log out. Could be that it doesn't come here because I haven't logged out. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try that next, I think. Yeah, let's see. I'll just quickly log out and come back in and tell and show you what happened there. All right, so I logged out and I logged back in, and let's actually see, did it refresh the applications view? So I'm going to press the super key, which is how you get to activities. Also, yeah, you just press activities and you get here. Sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. But yeah, if you use Ubuntu, you know it already on how to get to this, but show applications. And now it's moved things around a bit. They're not exactly as they were before. And here we have Godot Engine. So now after logging out and logging back in, it's actually showing us the stuff here in as updated. So it found the desktop file that we created. If I click that, it comes here. And that's how you can get Godot to be easily launched on your computer, on your Ubuntu and your Linux. I don't know how to do this for Windows. I have not checked that out. I only know how to do this for Linux. So it also works for other files as well, not just the Godot engine. So like I mentioned, I made a similar one for the Xair edit by Behringer. So it allows me to control my audio console, mixing console, or processor, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, digital mixer. And it works for any application that you just have the executable for. But yeah, that's enough of me blabbering on. That's how you get a nice little Godot Engine application launcher here to the software view of your activities in your GNOME desktop in Ubuntu and Debian. I think the .desktop also works in other desktop environments, but I have not tried that out. Linux is a very colorful community with lots of different desktop environments, and they have their own little rules and intricacies. So check those out specifically for whatever you're using. But that's all, folks. A shorter video this time with something not strictly related to software development, but related to the Godot engine and Linux and Debian / this should also work in Ubuntu, kind of tips and tricks. Have at it. Have fun. See you guys later. Bye.